longer a trustee holds the assets and refuses to distribute them, gives them more time to sell everything and keep it for themselves, and the trust beneficiary ends up with nothing. Maybe a scenario that you guys have seen before.
Oh, yeah, we see it all the time. And, that's the problem, especially when you have a bad trustee who doesn't know what they're doing or is mismanaging assets or acting like they can do whatever they want. The longer that the money is in the trustee's hands, the more damage that can happen and the worse that it gets. And we have cases where beneficiaries are supposed to be getting an outright distribution and they're not. And the number one goal is let's get the money out of the trustee's hands. But that's not as easy as it sounds. It actually can take a lot of work, a lot of time, just a lot of different court actions that we have to do, because a lot of times when trustees have control of that money, or even more so when they have control of assets. So like they have a rental property and they're taking the rents and using them for themselves. They don't want that to stop. And so it's very difficult to kind of pry those assets out of the hands of the trustee. But, generally speaking, I think it's best to get the assets out to the beneficiaries and out of the hands of trustees, just because it avoids problems by and large.
Well, you're talking about one category of trustees. There's basically three categories of trustees. There are those that are fearful and they don't want to get this distribution because they're afraid that they've done something wrong or they don't have a release from the beneficiaries. You've got the other type of trustee that's just, lazy, for lack of a better way of framing that. They don't want to work. They don't want to do anything. They don't want to make distributions. So they're just kind of frozen in what they're doing. And then you've got the nefarious or the fraudulent trustee, and that's what you were talking to.
Right.
All three of those can be bad, obviously. We want to stay away from the fraudulent trustees if we can, because the commenter is correct. When they can, the more time they have, the more damage they can do. Lazy trustees, chances are nothing's being done. That can be not terrible. Obviously, if there's bad stock picks in the portfolio that are going down over time, that could be bad. But if it's in a well-diversified portfolio, should be okay. And then you've got the fearful trustee that is just afraid that the beneficiaries are going to sue them, or if they make a preliminary distribution to the beneficiaries, that the beneficiaries are going to take that money and go out and hire a lawyer and attack them. That fearful trustee and the lazy trustee, they're usually pretty good once they hire a lawyer that knows what they're doing on the other side.
Right.
The fraudulent trustee, if they hire a lawyer, they're going to be looking for somebody to, a junkyard dog to go after the other side and to hide what they've done. So those are a little bit more problematic.
Yeah, that's exactly right. But I like the comment, and I think that that's a true statement by and large.